When I was 22, I rented the downstairs apartment not to escape my parents' house entirely, but because it felt like the only way to carve out a sliver of real space. Their place still technically belonged to me, even when they were gone for days or weeks. It never quite felt mine. Friends couldn't come over without being watched. Girls. I didn't invite many anyway. I locked my door against the upstairs when they were gone. No need for them to wander down unannounced. Drinks kept up there, bigger space, less hassle. They drove over already tipsy. Both crashed at my place that night, the couch. Massive, could easily sleep 3 if you laid sideways. After a long night of laughs and shots, I said goodnight, crawled into bed and woke up hours later in the middle of the night. Not even dawn yet. What woke me? Footsteps upstairs. Natural assumption, one of them checking my parents' fridge for cold water or something. Didn't bother me much. Closed eyes again, then another sound. My bedroom doorknob turning. Locked. But someone was twisting it hard. I always lock mine. Habit. Why would either of them come in? Tired, just pretended to sleep. Maybe they'd go back to bed themselves. It wasn't that weird. Not really. I fell asleep again soon after. Woke up the next morning to Anthony already gone. Jay still passed out on the couch. He stirred when I opened the fridge door, rubbing his eyes and mumbling something about forgetting he was trying. He said he was pretty drunk. We went to a nearby deli for bacon, eggs, cheese, coffee. Ate it in my backyard. He left shortly after. I went about my day like nothing happened. I didn't ask Anthony if he'd tried coming in. Honestly, didn't care much. That's when it started. Creaks and thumps from above, sounds like footsteps again. Same ones from last night. Kitchen upstairs, probably. Focused hard to hear, then silence. My heart started pounding. That night, the doorknob turned again. I jumped so fast you'd think someone had hit me with a bus. Didn't say a word. Grabbed my phone from the bed. Started texting everyone, family, Anthony, Jay. Knew it was probably not one of them. But deep down, maybe one would reply. Yeah, it's me. Parents didn't answer. They weren't supposed to be back until Monday. No way I'd shout who was there. Quietly got out of bed, hid behind the dresser corner, grabbed a blunt object in case whoever outside kicked the door down, and stormed my bed. Not kidding. 10 minutes passed. Didn't move from that spot. 10 minutes passed. Didn't move from that spot. No second knock. Called 911, whispering as quietly as I could, but loud enough for the operator to hear. Waited on the line until police arrived. Told her I'd meet them at my bedroom window. When an officer tapped outside, I opened it. Thank God, first floor. Handed him a key to the side door. Moments later, heard the front door open. 2 officers came in. Turned all the lights on. Small place. No more than 500 square feet. Just enough room for me, my bed, dresser, television stand. I stood outside the hallway door, peering into my parents' room. 2 officers were yelling at someone beneath their bed. My stomach dropped. Minutes later, 2 tall, dirty-looking men emerged. One looked like he could be homeless or crazy, maybe both. He asked if I knew them. Of course not. His face, haunting, like he'd been watching me the whole time. I moved up to this little cabin in rural upstate New York 5 years ago. Big place. Secluded. Woods stretch miles beyond my property. Started about 2 weeks ago. I was on the deck like usual, staring into darkness when I heard something. A twig snapped somewhere far off. Deer? Raccoon? First, just twigs snapping, leaves rustling, things I thought were animals. Then one night, different sound, scratching, from the side of the house near the spare bedroom window. Next evening, same scratching sound, but now closer, coming from directly outside the spare bedroom window. Shook head, convinced it was just imagination running wild. Maybe a branch brushing against glass? Or wind. Next night, scratching returned, but not just scratching anymore. Light tapping, like someone trying to get my attention through the window. One evening, I decided to confront whatever was causing it. Maybe just an animal. Raccoon, maybe. I turned to leave. Noticed something. Closet door slightly ajar. Didn't remember leaving it that way. My stomach dropped. Slowly walked over and pulled open the door. Nothing inside, but flashlight into back corner of closet, saw something strange. A small piece of cloth caught on wall edge. Breath caught in throat. Mind raced. Was someone here? Had someone been in my room? Backed out of room. Heart thudding. Slammed door shut and bolted it. Couldn't stay there another second. Ran outside, hoping fresh air would clear head. Darkness felt closing in on me, but tried to shake it off. Slept on couch that night. Baseball bat within reach. No scratching, no tapping. Quiet, too quiet. Next night, I decided to be brave. Stayed in bed. Wouldn't let whatever this was drive me out of my own house. But just as I drifted off, tap, tap, tap against window. Jumped up, heart racing. Grabbed flashlight and ran for spare bedroom. Didn't care how loud footsteps were. Pulled back curtains. Didn't see woods. Saw a shadow, someone standing outside, barely visible in dim light. Froze. Blood running cold. Turned around, mind spinning. Who was that? What were they doing here? Didn't want to believe it, but couldn't deny it now. Someone had been outside my house watching me. Ran for phone, hand shaking so much I could barely dial 911. Operator answered voice, trembling through panic. Gave address. Told them to send someone out right away. Hung up and looked around the room. Needed to leave. Couldn't stay there anymore, but as I turned for jacket, heard something from hallway. Didn't hesitate. Ran for back door, flung it open, tore through woods. Ran as fast as I could. Lungs burning with every step. By the time I made it to the property edge, saw police lights flashing in distance. Slowed down. Body trembling, hid behind a tree. Officers arrived. Guns drawn. Searched house. Didn't stick around to see what happened. Couldn't knew whatever or whoever was inside wasn't done yet. I wasn't safe there anymore. Never went back since following up with police told them I was okay, so they wouldn't search for me. Cabin still standing alone in woods, but doesn't feel like home anymore. Every time I close my eyes, hear that tapping sound. Don't know who was inside or what they wanted, but one thing's sure, they were waiting for me, and they're still out there. It happened when I was about 15 in 2008. Parents went to the casino for the night. Just me and Abby, my dog, home alone. About 11 at night, typing messages to friends on Instant Messenger, watching YouTube videos. When I heard Abby barking something from living room, figured it might be parents coming home, waited a minute or so, nothing but more barking. Got up to check. She was facing windows looking out onto driveway, still barking. Started getting nervous, scared to check people hole in case some crazy face was staring at me. Double-checked that front door was locked, about to leave room, suddenly knocking from side door of house. Heart fluttered. What? Did parents get home and try to get in? Someone breaking in, more than one person? Didn't have time to think. Then sound of doorknob downstairs being shimmied, like someone trying to open it. Basement basically under the house entrance, hidden. Had to walk around. The house felt like it was closing in. Every sound echoed louder. Every shadow seemed to move. Abby was never scared, until now. Her barks turned maniacal, like she sensed something worse than strangers. I locked the basement door behind me, grabbed the gun. My hand shook, but I had to be ready. Silence. Then the front door opened. Heart stopped. Time froze. I ran after her, yelled her name, but she vanished into the light beyond. Mom looked horrified. Dad asked questions slowly, searching every corner, but found nothing. He searched every inch, no trace. But he never stopped looking. He stood there, calm, smiling, the kind of man who always made kids feel uneasy, even without saying a word. Mom and I peeked out, asked what happened. Dad's face quivered with anger. He handed me an envelope, opened it, found a card with gift card inside, thanking me for helping Kate's softball lessons. I was left feeling like a knight in terror, all because of this creepy uncle. Dad threatened him after that conversation. Never spent much time with him again. Otherwise, I might have wondered if it was ghosts or something else. I'm grateful. Abby was there. She scared him off when he tried to sneak in via the basement, but still, I'm left with endless questions. What was he even thinking? Why did he leave the gift card so late at night? He didn't even realize we were home. And worst of all, what if he had actually gotten in?